shines on your brow. Anticipation of the morning that brings the haunt of your life. You gotta bring them down as that morning sun comes alive. With every passing flock, invitation quickly comes to mind. But you gotta hit 'em with that sound that brings them down every time. You gotta really bring 'em close to get them birds fall. Yeah, the only way to do this is get yourself a TNT Custom Calls.
What's going on, guys? Neal Terry from TNT Custom Calls. I wanted to do a video for those of y'all that don't really know me that well, and give y'all a chance to listen to my calls and see what they sound like. I also want to show y'all, the different shapes and stuff that I can do with them. It's a custom call. That way, it's what you want. You put in the order. Tell me what you want. You can draw a picture. You can do anything. Take a picture of something, send it to me, and I'll do it exactly like you want it. Alright, now, on my lanyard right here, I've got a couple of calls that I'm going to demonstrate for you. They're all different, and they're all, got their own personality, if you would say, for each one. And that's why they're sitting here, because it shows you the variety that I have and the variety in sounds that I have, depending on what you like in a sound. Okay, so I'm going to start it off with this one right here. This call right here is the first call I ever made. I made it just for the hunting purposes, not for competitions or anything like that, because it will not get those high notes out of it. But it's got a great tone, and it's got a very, very raspy tone too. So this is what it sounds like. See, it's really raspy and it's really loud. It can really reach out there and get them, and you don't have to do the hell calling and sound like a bunch of ducks from afar. You can sound like whatever you want to. Next one I want to show you is it's kind of like that also, but this is a different style, and it's not as raspy, but it's basically the same call, just someone else wanted a different shape, and this is what it sounds like. So it's not as raspy, but it's got a great tone as well. This one right here is my timber call. Okay, this one is very quiet, and I'll show you real quick when I compare it to the other ones. But this one right here is the timber call. It's a little bit quieter, and when you're trying to keep birds pouring in, and you can keep calling as they're sitting in your hole, and you won't scare them. This is what it sounds like. And now compare that one back to this one. See softer wood, and it absorbs that sound a little bit more to quieten it down a little bit. Alright. This right here is a like a field call. It's very loud. It's kind of like this one right here. It's just a different style, but it's very loud, and it's got a different tone to it as well. It's got a little bit higher tone to it, and but it can really reach out there and get some and get the birds coming in. Really easy to control also. It's got a little bit of back pressure, the way it's easier for you to slip into those notes. But also it's you have to blow a little bit harder into it because of that back pressure. Real nice feeder as well. That sounds very good. And this one right here is my competition style call. It has a very loud, high pitch to it. It's what all these big companies and everybody tell us a duck should sound like. And this is what it sounds like. It does have a nice tone to it, but like I said, it's a little bit higher. And but this has got the raspiness and the grogginess that you really want in a call. It has that sound that everybody tells you about, but also it's got the raspiness of a real duck. You can really reach out there when you blow the comeback or the hell calls. It's got a really nice tone to it as well. Now off the mallard calls. These two right here are my two styles of woody. This one right here is the first one I ever made, but it doesn't have any breakover points. It's just got the that a lot of people like. Okay, it doesn't really have that breaking point where it's like. Now this one does. It's got a, you can control. I like this style a little bit better. Most people like to just. I don't. I like to have that control and have those breaks because it sounds a lot more natural. See, it has those breaks in it. But that's my calls, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you like the sound of the calls. And if you do, you know, look me up. I've got YouTube. You can just Google TNT Custom Calls, and shoot me an email, you know, or give me a call. My phone number and email should be up, and visit my website as well. Thank you guys for listening. Talk to you later.